Morning, all. So we're going to start off again today with the jersey countdown. We're at 360, so we're 125 into the countdown. And today I'm wearing one of my tool shirts. This one's 10,000 days. Recent months they've been doing re-releases of old shirts for albums they did decades ago. And since I'm old and I remember those, 10,000 Days was my second favorite album after Lateralis, which has been a topic of conversation in this house more than once. People who know, because it's been a discussion more on the Entertainment Guy channel, I think, than here. But yeah, so 10,000 Days. Let's go ahead and jump into the countdown. Like I said, at 360. Starting off with the Rochester Americans. This white Rochester Americans, the only Rochester jersey I currently own. I do have plans to acquire the blue one. This is one of those jerseys that looks so American. And yeah, it's a classic. And it's another AHL team that has its own style. You don't see the Buffalo logo anywhere on here. They don't change their colors for their parent team. And again, I like that. And there's a lot of history when it comes to the Rochester Americans. Number 359, Atlanta Thrashers. So the Thrashers make their, I believe this is the first Thrashers jersey on the countdown. I do like this jersey. Again, we are in the jerseys that I like, definitely. And it's funny because when the team first started playing hockey, and this is before we had, every single hockey game on TV, I thought this was the third. I figured this was the third jersey and that the regular home jersey would be this logo here on the red background with blue shoulders. And it was a while before I realized, oh, okay, so they just have a different logo on the front of their road jersey than they do on their home jersey. And it felt weird then. It's still kind of odd now. But, it is definitely something different, right? Number 358 is this white Winter Classic Washington Capitals, which of course is a throwback. What's interesting with this one is, so I have this one here. I've had issues with this jersey since I got it. This one I got through, I believe it was through Ice Jerseys. But it's weird. It's not holding up very well. So I thought, all right, when I saw a Kevin Hatcher jersey on Full Moon, I thought, all right, so I'll replace it with this one. The thing is, they're not exactly the same. And that's why both of them are still on the racks, because this one I got through Full Moon. It's just a little bit different. There are small differences between the two. Of course, this is your Winter Classic, and this is the one that they wore as a throwback. But it is kind of odd because the stars are kind of a little different. The logo itself is made a little different. So yeah, I kept both for a jersey video like this because they look the same, but they are different. So I was intending to replace this one with this one, but when I saw they were different, I thought, well, it's still a topic of conversation, so I'll keep them for exactly this occasion. Number 357 is this St. Louis Blues jersey that I have had so long. It's been at least 30 years. 31 years I've had this jersey. It's not in bad shape. I don't wear it a lot. The older ones, I don't wear them very often. Want to make sure they stay in as solid a condition as possible. What's interesting is this is another one that I looked at and I thought, there's some pulls in this. Well, if I could replace it. So I ordered this one, but the logos are different. So you'll see the logos are rounded out a little bit more here. The logo is rounded out more here than it is on the other one. I do prefer this logo over this logo. But what's interesting too is that they did change it. So they're both legit jerseys. This is the one that came before this. And it is one of those things that, again, if I didn't have a channel, if I didn't do this kind of thing, I never would have noticed. I never would have known the difference. I likely just would have kept this one and said that's my Blues jersey. Wouldn't have had this one, and we wouldn't be having this discussion now. So, yeah, even the St. Louis is a different font, or at least the font's thicker on this one than this one. It's one of those things that, again, they're both legit jerseys. They look a little bit different. and this one came first. So technically this is the one on the countdown that I've got labeled, but there's no point in me giving them a different spot since there's not enough of a difference for me to do so. Same as with the Capitals one I just had. Number 356, Calgary Hitmen. So this is part of the reason why I'm doing a new countdown this year after taking last year off. And agreeing that at this point, there's I won't be doing a countdown next year. It would be every 2 years now. But this is why we're doing a countdown, because this is a jersey I didn't have. Last time around, I didn't count anything that wasn't a National Hockey League jersey. This time around, obviously, AHL's been in this, and now WHL. I like this Hitman jersey. I got this one from the Calgary Flames website because it was on sale. This is a 25-year jersey from 1995 to 2020, right here on the shoulder. And almost anything that says 2020 on it magically ends up going on sale. It's almost as if people want to just sort of take that year and just say, that didn't happen. But yeah, so Hitman, I like it. I think it's a pretty good jersey. I don't have other Calgary Hitmen jerseys, but they're on my watch list in terms of when there's a sale. Odds are they'll get added as well, the other ones. Number 355. We already saw the white one. Now we've got the blue one. This is, of course, the Toronto Maple Leafs. 80s style. It's a Rob Ramage, right? I got this one from Ben H Sports. And yeah, I like it. Again, we're in the like territory on this. I do prefer to get jerseys with the captaincy on them because it's kind of fun. Just in general, to be able to say, to my wife if we're out, hey, I'm captain. Remember, I'm captain. It doesn't go anywhere, but it's still nice to be able to say I'm the captain. So I'm kind of in charge of this. I'm not, but captain. So there you go. At number 354 is this Pittsburgh Penguins jersey, which is a CCM, and it is the design they had in the early 90s, right before they changed it in favor of the Robo Penguin. So yeah, this is just your standard, and again, it's a blank. I got this one off eBay. Remember, I got this one off eBay, and yeah, I mean, it's all right. It's a little sheer, but because you can see the hanger right through it. You got to keep that in mind sometimes with the jerseys. They can be a little bit see-through, but yeah. So again, I prefer their current jerseys. The striping on the jerseys from '91 a little different than what we have now, and yeah. So it's at number 354. At 353, we have the most recent third jersey used by the New York Islanders. I say most recent because at some point, I think that reverse retro they wore it will end up being the third. But yeah, for the New York Islanders, I do prefer this to a lot of the other thirds they've used, a lot of the other alternates they've used, their stadium jersey. This is an improvement over all of that. With them staying on the island, I don't know what the future holds for this one. It always felt like if they'd stayed in Brooklyn, this would have become their full-time logo. So now that they're staying put, or well, they're back. They went back to Nassau, and now they're staying put in that area. Odds are they go with more of the New York Islanders logo than just standard New York. Number 352. This is the Ottawa Senators. This is what my wife and I have deemed to be the Scooby eyes, in that it looks like one of those paintings where the eyes follow you that you'd see on Scooby-Doo a lot. This is, of course, back when this was their main logo, and this was a third jersey. I absolutely loved this when it first was revealed. I thought it was great, but the eyeballs are bizarre. When they came out with a new logo that didn't have the Scooby eyes, it made it hard for me then to look at this and go, well, it's still a beautiful the eyes. And it's even with this is where they start the odd striping that we would see on Senators jerseys for a while after. But honestly, yeah, this is a fun one. I'm glad I have this. I know I got this one off eBay. I ended up finding the Scooby Eye ones on eBay through, again, smaller sellers. Because with some of the CCM jerseys, that's really the most practical way to find them. And we're going to round it out with number 351, which is this New York Rangers jersey. Now, they wore this in the 80s, and this is when I started watching hockey. They had New York on their away jerseys. The Darks were the away. And Rangers for their home jerseys. And I thought that made a lot of sense at the time. But I was a kid, so, now I understand there's more than one New York. And so they went back to Rangers later, which I do prefer to this, but it's a curiosity. I got this from Sports K Jerseys. I'm not sure that he's still got any more of these in stock. So this is one of those ones when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's great, because I never see them anywhere. So there you go. Number 351 to round out this part of the countdown. And yeah, so the regular Rangers jerseys are higher up. But still, this is where we're really into some really pretty cool jerseys, and we've still got 350 to go. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.